Welcome to the Payal Nanjiani Leadership Podcast. And we have with us in the studio today none other than T. Venkataramana, who is the Group CEO of JR Group of Industries. Also received 2 awards from the President of India.
Leadership is all about how you groom the people and leave them to do the things. Good person makes difference in many ways. Somebody is not hungry. That means there's no life behind that. I feel like an intern because the learning process is never ending. Have a dream. The dream carries the passion carries the commitment gives the direction. And don't be afraid of failures. The failures are part of the process.
Welcome to the podcast, Venkataramana, and it's such an honor to have you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for this opportunity. It's my pleasure joining this podcast.
Thank you. And so you have a history of achievements behind you. You have a track record of developing innovative technologies. You are the person who really is an inspiration to your teams. And you are also driving significant business growth. Add to it, you have also received 2 awards from the President of India for your innovative energy conservation technologies. So, how has this journey come up till now? Like, what was your journey like, your career journey like?
Yeah, so it's a small journey of 33 years, and my career journey has been full of uh, dreams, grit, and growth, and it's not a straight line story. But I started as an metallurgical engineer, filled with the passion to do great things, to build innovative technologies, and leave a impactful legacy for the next generation to inspire from the work what I supposed to do in my future. That's how I started, and then I worked with BHEL for 15 years, predominantly 2 companies, and around 16 years with L&T. And I'm very fortunate to have those big companies where I worked. This is a great opportunity for any young engineer. So,
Wow.
and we had very great bosses. We have handhold us during our tough times during early days. They taught us, and they make us what we are today. I'm really grateful to them. So over the years, what I realized is that it is not just about making a product. It's not about just about developing a technology. It's all about making people, leading people, inspiring people, make them understand they are more than what they are thinking, and push them behind their boundaries so that they can realize their potential. That's what I realized, and I have been doing it since my startup journey, especially from last 20 years when I really get into the senior positions.
Wow.
So today, being an engineer, as a CEO of one of the engineering companies, and being an author, what I realized is that if you don't teach people, if you don't handhold the people, and the technology will not transfer automatically to the next generation to do the great things. Today, what we did is a little bit. What they're going to do is amazing, great things in the future. That's what I believe. So
Yeah.
my hobbies are just I do listen a lot of great things of the great people like the leaders, the motivating speakers, inspiring leaders, and spiritual leaders. I do
Okay.
write whenever I get the time, of course, on Sundays and Saturdays, wherever I get it. Basically, I watch cricket. Those are my hobbies.
Uh-huh.
Apart from that, of course, I spend quite a bit time with the spirituality also. This is
Wow.
what the small journey what I've been
Wow, that's
carrying out through.
nice. And I think spirituality has so much impact on us, like a positive impact on us. And
Yes.
I have been talking to you even earlier, and I can see what a calm person you are. You're the CEO of the company, you are running the show with so many other things to go on, but still there is that calmness on your face. So I think that's really an addition. You have also been an intern sometime in your life, like you said. What was your dream which you had as an intern?
Yeah. So, see, as an intern, my dream was very simple and very impactful.
Hmm.
So, in fact, I would say that's a powerful. So, I wanted to become a great leader. At the same time, I wanted to build a great team wherein people can take inspiration from you and they do it by their own.
Hmm.
So the leadership is all about how you groom the people and leave them to do the things. So
True.
that's what my dream. Even back then I thought of like that, but that thought process helped me. Even today also, that makes a lot of
Hmm.
difference to your organization, your ecosystem, and of course for you, inspiring people, solving real-time problems, and creating uh, what I said in earlier context, creating a long-lasting impact
Yeah.
on the product, organization, on the society at large. So
Hmm.
today also I feel like that, like inspire people, build it, and transform. That's how I was thinking that time. Even today also I think it, but I will add one word to that:
Huh.
add innovation and human development to all those things. If you keep these two together, then the leadership is always there. So then the
Absolutely.
things will move. So that
Absolutely.
thought process that time helped me, and today also same. I feel like a intern because the learning process is never ending.
Yeah.
Once you stop learning, even if you are, it doesn't matter which position you are, you
Hmm.
have to learn. Many
True.
people think that we should not learn. I try to learn from everybody, right? From contract labor, engineers, supervisors, managers, board members. So that's the whole learning process. So that's what, as an intern, that time I was thinking like that. The same thought process I am bringing even today also.
Hmm.
So there is no difference in
Right.
your thought process. It's all about how you conduct yourself.
Correct. Very true. And like when you said, when you're an intern, there is so much of curiosity. There is so much you want to achieve. You want to do new things. You want to achieve more things. And even if now you keep that mindset, I think it can really take you a long way. And
Yeah.
like you just mentioned that you're always wanting to learn. How do you now stay hungry and curious? Like, see, now you have so much on your plate. You're already leading. You're inspiring people. A dream that you had as an intern. And a lot of us, while we are growing, we start to lose that hunger. What makes you stay hungry and curious even now when you're at the top?
See, that's the basic principle in the people say it is philosophy, but it is a fact. If somebody is not hungry, that means there's no life behind that.
Hmm.
Everybody should be hungry. Stay hungry always, and stay being hungry and curious is not linked with any position. It's not linked with the age. It's
Yeah,
not linked with the any gender. It's about a mindset.
true.
So once you are curious and hungry to do the things, you put everything in and around. You learn, you capture, you take the team along, and you execute and do it as it is required. So it creates a learning mindset within you. It
Hmm.
creates a mindset wherein you take the people along, not only the people, the ecosystem, I would say, the ecosystem and the in and around the environment, the people, the society, and everything. Yeah, nowadays you call it as ESG. So if
True.
you are not hungry, that means you don't put efforts to learn more. If you are not
Hmm.
hungry, you don't put efforts to take your team, pull your team. If you are not hungry, you don't take the people in the family without outside the family also together. That's the
Hmm.
fact. I am very blunt about that one. And
Right.
curiosity is something which everybody should know. It's not my domain topic. It's not my area. You should be curious about the things to learn
Hmm.
and implement those good things into your domain
Hmm.
knowledge. So being staying hungry and curious, you have to have a good people around you. You have to
Absolutely. Yeah.
encircle yourself with a kind of mindset people. What
Yeah.
happens is that in industry, you don't get that ecosystem sometimes. Then
Correct.
what you have to do is that you have to create your own circle. That could be the coaches, that could be the mentors, that could be motivational speakers, that could be some board members somewhere else. You have to approach and get into you should get into their cycle. So
Ah,
the curiosity hunger take you to there. There
correct.
you learn and come back and improve the things.
Yeah.
So without curiosity hunger, the life is no more what you can hopeful, no more dreamful, and I think that would lead that would lead to a dead man end. That's
Hmm.
what I feel.
Right. But I'm sure you have some habits which you have kept because of which you still remain hungry and curious. You still have that intern energy from even what I'm getting, Even that time when I spoke with you earlier, I found a lot of energy in you, which I found very positive. So, what are some of your daily habits that you think have kept you going even now?
Yeah, this is very, very important. This may be different for different people, but some points are common. The first thing is that you have to spare some time for you, some time for you. That some time
The
is for
me
what?
time that people don't
That
have,
is
they're
that is
always
to
running around.
keep your mental and physical status alive.
Hmm.
Keep some what you can say exercise, do some exercises, do some yoga, keep some time for you either in the morning or evening. That's very important. Most of the senior people don't do that because of the
Yeah.
lack of time,
Yeah.
but that is important. If you ask me, I have only 24 hours for rest of the things. I have
Hmm.
2 hours for me. That is for my walking, my yoga and all those things, because
So
I practice
morning,
yoga
like do
because
you dedicate a morning
yeah,
or
that's I starts at 5 o'clock.
okay?
I get up at 5 o'clock, and 5 to 7 is my time, so that
Hmm.
nobody can take it. But if you
Hmm.
don't spend time on you, if you don't spare time on you, and you cannot think positive, you cannot keep your frame of mind together. Moreover, you cannot integrate your mind and soul together.
Hmm.
If you don't integrate your mind and soul together, nothing will move. Mind says something, soul says something, so things will go
Yeah.
absurd. So that's one
Yeah.
thing. The second thing is that in the morning you have to have a time for your self reflections. What
Hmm.
is that self reflection? Spend few minutes in the morning. What I'm doing, how what is going to happen today, and am I doing what I supposed to do as in a regular basis? If I'm not, what I should differently today. That kind of anger proves yourself that you are ready to willing to do great things.
Hmm.
That means you identify what you are doing good, what you are not doing good, and what's supposed to be done. That self, what you can say, reflection or self assessment is required every day.
Hmm.
And the point I'm going to say will be funny. Many people may not like it. You should stand in front of a mirror every day in the morning for 2 minutes. Look at your eyes. You cannot otherwise. So because you have to tell to that gentleman who is there in the mirror.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the 2 minutes you spend in the mirror in front of you, that will makes you a different person.
Wow.
That's the second thing. The third thing is learning something new daily. Learning something new daily, whatever may be, small bit of new thing. If you don't learn daily, then it's the problem. See, at our age of 55, 56, the technology and the kind of a digitalization, the social media, we are not so accustomed in our days.
Hmm.
But to make a pace with these technologies, you have to learn new things. So that is one example I'm giving. You have to learn whatever you wanted to know. Some articles, some politics, maybe some history, maybe some technology. You have to learn one new thing every day. That is the third thing. The fourth thing is that set up micro goals, micro challenges for the day. Today I'm going to do this one
Achieve.
differently. I will do it. So that's that the micro challenges are very, very important, but we don't realize
Absolutely.
ourselves. We think that we
Yeah.
are doing everything right.
Because that's
I
what
am a
takes us to the macro goals.
so, because everybody thinks that I am in a senior position. Whatever I am doing, that's right. That's
Yeah.
always a wrong perspective. You are a human being. You
Yes.
also need some kind of a conditioning for yourself. And next one is celebrate a small wins. That means you have to celebrate small
Yeah.
wins within about your wins with your family, especially, and celebrations with your organization for the organizational wins. That's
Hmm.
very, very, very. That's whatever may be. That shows that gives a kind of an engagement with you, with your family, and with you and your organizational people. That's very, very important. And the last one, but not the least one, very, very important. Stay grateful to the people. Gratitude. If you are not grateful of the people, if you are not showing gratitude, that means you are not a person, and people will not show a gratitude to you. Whatever you give it to the society, that will come back to you.
True.
If you are grateful, if you are appreciate the kind of a help or kind of a things people have done for you, whatever manner in the past, present, or today,
Hmm.
that that kind of a behavior, people look at you, your team look at you, your children look at you, your wife look at you, and the same thing come back to you.
True.
Sometimes you say, no, I did a lot of things to this guy never grateful to, and never express his gratitude to me. But don't expect that. If
Right.
you are doing to others, that will come automatically to you. These
Hmm.
are the 4 5 things I generally do every day to assess myself, keep myself in track, uh, personally, professionally. I,
Hmm.
that helped me a lot, and I have been doing it
Right.
since 3 years.
Yeah. No, I'm sure. And like you said, habits, especially the first one, like when you said it's all about that reflection time that you give to yourself, that walking, that exercise. It's really important. I'm a huge, huge believer of what you said. I myself advocate this, I give myself 2 hours in the morning. It's a
Yeah,
non-negotiable
great.
time. I don't allow my husband or my children or anyone to take that time away from me. So I can completely resonate of how important this one thing is. And like they say, the way the leader is, that's the way their team is. So
Yeah.
definitely they are taking the inspiration from you. Definitely they are, looking up to you. But in your day-to-day work, when the economy is failing or when things are so bogged down, how do you encourage your team to dream big and for them to also stay with that intern mindset? What do you do for that?
There are two facets for this one. The first facet, you have to make yourself encouraged. The first thing, if you are not energized, if you are not feeling motivated,
Hmm.
that radiates in your face. See, that
Yes.
radiates in your face. So that is my first thing. The second thing is, this is a very difficult task to motivate the people to dream big and do the things and take the teams along, because many people do not know what is the dream. Making people feel that you should have a dream is a big thing. First thing.
Yeah.
So in the organizational context, if you talk about, if you use the word dream directly, they laugh at you. You don't even laugh at in front of you. They go out of your chamber and they will laugh at you,
True.
because that is the kind of society we have. They don't know what is the power of dream. They don't know how the dreams will be
Hmm.
achieved, can be achieved. The power of dream nobody knows. Many people are the successful people today.
Yeah.
So now, coming to the context, what you asked, that's my responsibility to create an indirect way of creating a dream within themselves. If you
Okay.
say you do this work, dream for the company, will go to the X level, you will become a CEO. They don't inspire themselves.
Yeah.
What you have
Yeah.
to create is that you have to tell, do this one, you will get, by the way, you will become this one, that will help your family. You have to connect them to the
Yeah.
families,
They're personal
connect
and
them to the
professional. Yeah.
in, we have to connect them inherent aspirations of themselves, their
Correct.
families. That is very difficult to get to know, how to know the aspirations of the people. That's where the leadership means not only getting the top line and bottom line and building a team, knowing the people who are within you, people who are there with you.
Hmm.
Once you know what kind of people, what their aspirations, what their families are, then you can take them along. Now, to do that, to connect every day, you have to connect them with the bigger vision. Suppose they are doing something, they're doing a good job today. You have to, okay, everybody appreciate, but you have to tell them what you have done today is going to connect with the bigger organizational strategic objectives.
Correct.
That is the dream of the company. Thereby, your dream also gets fulfilled. That you have to say, you have done this small thing today, but that will help us in moving one step forward to our bigger
Hmm.
goals.
Yeah.
That's how we have to take them into the confidence. The next second one is create a dream space. Dream space means what? How can we do that? So, as I said, if you say directly, they don't believe it. You have to tell some stories. You have to tell some stories. Say, this has happened
Connect
like this.
with them. Yeah.
I do always tell the stories openly, because that people may like it or not, but that's my inspiration. So
Hmm.
I came from a humble background of agricultural background. My father was hardly studied anything, third class, fourth class. My mother was illiterate. So there is no culture of making asking kids to go to the schools. I came from that kind of a background and have a dream. I have an inspiration. Some people helped me. I'm so grateful to them. So I went step by step, step by step, step by step, and then I would not. I would be successful. I am somebody today.
Hmm.
So that kind of stories I keep on telling to the people that makes them inspirational. So you have to create a space for them during the tea time, during the break time. So set a context for the
Hmm.
dreaming big.
Wow.
And
It's so
then the
good.
third thing is that for the small, small things, reward them, appreciate them, tell them you are doing this one. Not only this helps you in the organization, it helps you in your personal growth also. It helps you in your children's growth also.
Hmm.
And apart from that, we do small, small get-togethers quite regularly with families. And we talk to the families. We tell them, see, what is your dream of your children? What's the dream of you want to become at the age of
Yeah.
45, 35, 50? So these are
Right.
the dream spaces we create within the minds of the people. And second, the last thing is that reminding them that every day, whatever you are doing today, the day may not be good day for you. The may be very precious day, very bad day, but this will help you to do great things tomorrow. That will help you to get into the goals maybe one day later, but you will reach over there. That kind of a what like a backup we have to create to the people. These are the
Wow.
few things. If you talk, keep on talking, there are many things to talk, but these are
Right.
the small, small things to do to create. But at the same time, if you ask my team, I always talk about dream. I always
Hmm.
talk about success. I will always talk about get up and do the things. So they look at you. They look at your
Absolutely.
words. They
Yes.
look at your authenticity,
Yes.
and they look at your performance.
Correct.
So that's one thing. As I said, you have to be encouraged yourself and then
Yeah.
encourage the team. That's how I do it.
Very nice. And especially, like you said, very few of us really think of the dreams that our team has. We know our dream, but we don't know what they are dreaming. And the way you connected it with their families, that everything is so interconnected. Knowing what your people want is the biggest job of a leader.
Yeah, as a point came up, I will tell you a small, few line story.
Huh.
One guy with me, he's an IITN, and my earlier organization, he was from the agricultural background family, and then he's an IITN, but he's always like a small, what do you can say, smart skills. Because of that, he is always behind some other colleagues.
Hmm.
So one day he said, "Okay, started, no, no, I can't carry like this. I will go back and do my what profession of agriculture and all those things." That's why I keep on motivating him. I keep on telling that you can do the great things. I correlate
Thank you.
you with me. You are even much better position and all those things. Today, that guy is one of general manager of one of the MNC company today.
Wow.
The guy who was ready to leave the job and get back to his home
Farming.
village and wanted to do agriculture. So
That's,
that gives a lot of pressure.
yeah,
Sometimes you get a pressure happiness when your kids are get settled, get into
correct.
IITs, IIMs, and Harvard, Stanford, and all those things. But
Hmm.
when your subordinate inspired by you and get into the good position, that gives even a better happiness to you than anything. But many people don't realize that one.
Yeah. You have to give wings for them to fly also, just like you said we do to our kids. This is so awesome, the conversation. So I know you have so much of tips that you've shared with us, but if I was to ask you, what's your one piece of advice, the biggest piece of advice to our listeners who want to succeed, what would that advice be from you?
The biggest advice is first thing is to have a dream.
It
People
starts
who do
from
not have
there, isn't it?
it starts from there. The advice is that you need to have a dream. The dream carries the passion carries the commitment gives the direction.
Hmm.
That's how it goes. So people may say, what dream you are talking about? I have everything. My kids are settled, I have enough money and this that position, but that's not the life, man. The passion what is
Yeah.
there inside you, which
Hmm.
you have buried because of various reasons, bring it out and
Absolutely.
think about. So
Absolutely.
that not only works in the personal life, it works in the organizational life also,
Hmm.
in the industry also. The one advice is that whether you are a CEO or an engineer or a farmer or a professional or whatever you may be, the first thing is that be hungry, have a dream,
Yeah.
and chase it up, and chase it up. and don't be afraid of failures. The failures are part of the process. You have to
Absolutely.
fall down 10 times, you have to get up,
Yeah,
and then the success not only you will get, it is inevitable. You will get it.
true, true.
So that's how one should have. Without dream, without what you can say, that kind of hungry, success is a far story for anybody.
Absolutely. I can see why you are a powerhouse of inspiration for your people. I am feeling inspired talking to you so much. So thank you so much for taking the time to come here and, have be here on the podcast and share your extensive experience and insights. Thank you so much.
It's as I said, I'm fortunate to have this kind of a discussion. Not only person like you, but the message goes out, and
Absolutely. And
it spreads to the people. That is the thing what we can do. That is the only thing what we can do is that spread the good things what you have, what you achieved, and so that people take that as an inspiration or maybe that as a motivation,
yeah,
and they do also correlate and get into their dreams. But not only for their own dreams, if they achieve their own dreams, that will help the society, that will help
absolutely.
the country, that will help at large and humanity.
Correct,
The
correct.
one good person makes difference in many ways. That
Absolutely.
comes from dreams. That's what I feel. It's a good opportunity for me to speak to you and maybe your audience. I hope I justified for your questions and
No,
answered.
of course, I'm sure because it has definitely helped, I think, everyone to realize that as an intern, we start with dreams. So let those dreams continue. Don't let them go fly away somewhere midway. So thank you so much. And this one's for our listeners. This is Mr. Venkataramana and Payal Nanjiani wishing you loads of success in your career life. God bless.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Jai Hind.